and then I'll let you know when it's done. So it just started recording. All right, so for our fill demo, we want to make sure our light source is behind your subject, whether that's an object you're shooting, whether that's a person. Ideally, you're shooting people for this project. It's supposed to be kind of like an outdoor portrait assignment, but we obviously want to make it more flexible for our distance learning. So what I'm going to do is turn off my lights. So now, right, I'm actually going to put my computer to sleep because I'm getting some fill here. There we go. So you can see here, right, I got my sunlight, my light source behind me, giving this edge light, right? So that's how you kind of tell. And the front side is in the shadow, correct? So this is a white, let's see, hold on. There we go. Just like a white piece of board paper that you could use for drawing. So what I'm going to do, so this is before, and then this is after. So what I'm doing is I'm filling in and basically bouncing the light from behind me, catching that, and then filling in the shadows so they're lighting up. You can try different angles, like you can light from the sides, right? So before and after. White is not as strong, so you have to get it kind of closer. So if you are shooting someone, you might need to come a little closer. It'll be brighter outside because the sun's much brighter than a lamp or something. So just keep that in mind. Another one is, this is a baking sheet, right? So something you'd find in the kitchen. It is kind of silver metallic, right? Same thing, right? I can actually rotate it and then fill in my shadows. So again, I can catch the light, and you just rotate it till you see it start reflecting on you, and then filling in those shadows. Before, after, right? Same thing over here. Before, after. Sometimes you gotta kind of work the angle so it bounces right. It's hard to do when you're watching yourself. If you want to make it shinier, you could put aluminum foil on a board, and that'll make it much more reflective. So more silver gets a lot more shinier and much more reflective. You could also use a mirror, which is super reflective, to really bounce light. Just keep in mind with the mirror, it's going to be really bright if you're shooting someone, and you might like blind them. So just give them a heads up. The closer you get, the stronger. The further away it gets, the less intense it gets. So if I was using a mirror or like aluminum foil, I would move it a little further back so it's not like blinding someone. So this is a photographer bounce reflector. It's usually in a bag like this, and basically what you do is you unzip the bag, and then it's kind of folded up. So I'm just going to open it up. So this is a reflector. So it's pretty, I'll move back. It's pretty big, right? You can see, so it can bounce quite a bit of light. You can also unzip it. And so it has a gold side, so I can flip it around and put it to gold. I also have a white side for softer light, and then I also have a diffusion panel. And then on the back I have a black side if I wanted to increase shadows. So you can kind of modify our light source. So you can see here, if I get the silver, there we go. So you can see how much it is filling me in, right? So I'll try to take it away. And then look at my face. You can really reflect with the silver. So that would be the same thing if you had like a car sunshade reflector, like in parents' cars, those silver reflectors that keep the sun away from their dash. Those work the same, pretty silvery. Aluminum foil will work pretty well too on a board. So I'm gonna try to do this outside. Let's see how it goes. My dog might freak out on me. All right, good job, Beast. Okay, walking outside. So it's not super sunny. We do have some sunlight from the clouds. Let's set this up. Tilt this down. There we go. That's okay. My wife's offering to help me. All right, so same thing. Got my silver bounce. So wherever my sun would be, so right now it is actually behind this building, behind those trees. Actually kind of tilt that. So it's actually kind of behind me, right? So I'm potentially putting the sun behind my head, behind me, and then using reflectors to fill in the shadows, right? Let me actually get my screen up so I can see myself better. One sec. There we go. So there's my fill, right? So I'm going in and filling in the front side of my subject. So again, place the sunlight behind, so the face, the front of your object or person should be in the shadows, and then we're going to bounce and fill in those shadows with some sort of reflector. So I'm just going to walk it back inside. All right. Coming back in. There we go. Cool. All right. I'm just going to turn this back down. Sorry, it's kind of noisy from El Camino. So I'm just going to stop the recording, and then if anyone has any questions on the fill, let me know.